Hi, my name's Channing Lowe. I'm the director of Ground Zero. And this here is the making of Ground Zero. When we started making Ground Zero, we wanted to make a zombie movie. And since zombie movies usually take a large budget, with lots of, obviously with lots of makeup and usually tons and tons of people to be zombies that are surrounding buildings and eating people and all that type of stuff, we thought, well, since we have a low budget, why don't we make a zombie movie that has just a few zombies in it. The kind of the starting place of I guess the zombie epidemic is the idea of the concept of this movie. Mainly because of the budget, we're thinking, well, this could be like the starting grounds, or hence the name Ground Zero for the zombie, basically a virus that starts taking over, and it would all take place in kind of one major location. Once again, one of the constraints we had of a low budget was we wanted to make it all take place in one place. And so we had it take place in a large warehouse, and where the virus starts out, and then just about these people that kind of try to contain the virus and keep it in one location, basically, so it doesn't get out and spread. And that's basically where the virus starts, is by one of the people that was shot in the head, supposedly shot right through the head, so that didn't affect the brain. And one of them comes back to life that was infected with a virus that ended up breaking into a lab and taking the virus and injecting himself with the virus, and therefore with the intent of going out and showing what some company is doing with biochemical warfare.
Well, most people just do that.
Oh, sorry.
I know, I was going to channel Laura.
As I mentioned before, the movie had a pretty low budget. In fact, it had relatively no budget to it. For this cause, we were on a pretty quick timeline as well. We were trying to get this done in a hurry because a lot of people were working for free and helping out for free. And that's like I mentioned before, was one of the primary reasons we chose one main location that most of the movie takes place in. We started shooting in March of 2010. And it was cold. The warehouse that we chose didn't have any heater in it. And you see everybody in the making of stuff wearing flannel shirts and jackets and coats. That's why it was kind of horrible for a couple of the actors, a couple of the extras that had to be dead on the ground for a little while. The cement was very, very cold. We had to keep sending them back to the break room. There was a heater in the break room that we could go back and warm up in between takes. And then they'd come out and they'd lay down on the cold, hard cement in pools of blood and basically freeze for a little while. So they appreciated that. But seriously, though, I think everybody did have a good time. Everybody enjoyed shooting. It was fun to attempt a zombie movie on such a low budget, but the actors did a great job and the crew did a good job. We were on pretty much a skeleton crew with a minimal amount of equipment, and I think for what we're setting out to do, I think it turned out pretty nice, and hopefully pulled out a pretty decent, entertaining movie, which was our goal. As I mentioned before, with any zombie movie you make, you're going to need makeup. You're going to need a certain amount of makeup. So we brought on Tom Jensen. Tom Jensen's a great makeup artist. Designed these are some preliminary tests here. We were testing two things, kind of the zombie makeup look and a knife test. He wanted to test a knife that we were going to be using in the movie. Did a lot of squibs with that, but
Tom's been nice enough to tell me I have no neck, so he had to put the veins on my head. I thought it was very polite of him to say, so I'm putting the veins on your head because you really have no neck.
Now, Tom came on. Tom was great with makeup. He designed some stuff beforehand. I told him what we wanted, that people were going to get their necks ripped out by some of the zombies in this, and of course afterwards that they would come back to life. And he did kind of a progression with them in different stages. Every time he came in, he asked, what stage is this in? Did they just die? Are they coming back to life now? Or what stage of
Basically, Channing.
what stage of the zombie are they at right now? And I'd say, well, they're freshly dead. So he would go through the stages, make more veins as they got closer to becoming a zombie, and did a great job. The makeup looked great. He did anything from bullet holes in the head to veins on the neck to the lips that you saw before, just like the chapped, ripped, bloody lips.
This is gonna be so cool. We gotta get you through the blocking.
Love those lips. Beautiful. We're gonna get some good close-ups too.
But all the makeup that was done on this was practical. The squibs were practical. We did a garden hose sprayer for the squibs. But well, the one thing that we really wanted was kind of the gore on the neck.
We'll have him struggle a little bit and almost come to a stop like this, so then it shows. So see how it kind of calms down. And then right there, and then we'll cut back to the live shot.
Next time, get the blood that tastes good, like the mint.
Yeah.
You can actually get a Karo syrup